Okay, so the next point we can see, that is the coordination number of the central metal ion. Suppose I will take a complex, and that complex is a CO NH3 4 times Cl2 bracket raised to plus 1. So it is a positive complex because net charge carry that complex is a positive in nature. So we can calculate what is the coordination number of that metal atom, that is cobalt. So coordination number means first we can see the definition of the coordination number. Okay, the coordination number means the number of ligands, or donor atoms directly attached to the metal atom, directly attached to the metal atom, that is known as a coordination number. So in that complex there are two ligands are attached to the metal atom. One is ammonia and the second one is chlorine. So there are 4 ammonia and 2 chlorine. So the coordination number of the cobalt is 6 in that complex. Okay, in case of bidentate ligand, okay, in case of bidentate ligand, like C2O4 minus 2 or EN, ethylene diamine. So each bidentate ligand has 2 donor atoms. So the coordination number of that each bidentate ligand is a 2 which is attached to the central metal atom. Okay, so that is the point as coordination number of the central metal atom. So next we can see the next point is double salt and the coordination compound. Double salt and the coordination compound or the coordination complex. Okay, double salt and the coordination complex. So first, double salt means double salt is a combination of 2 or more stable compounds in a stoichiometric ratio, and these salt are known as a double salt. Okay, so double salt when dissociated in water, it lose its identity because it completely ionize in water, and they lose their identity, and they give test for each ion present in the salt. So I'll take an example of double salt. Double salt lose their identity, that is the very important, lose their identity. I will take example of double salt, and that is very important, and which salt is a Mohr salt. Okay, Mohr salt. The composition of Mohr salt is FeSO4, NH4 twice SO4, NH4 twice SO4, 6H2O, that is the Mohr salt. And when Mohr salt is ionized, on ionization of Mohr salt will get Fe plus 2 plus SO4 minus 2 plus 2 NH4 plus SO4 minus 2 plus 6 water molecule. Okay, so these are the example of Mohr salt. Another example of double salt is carnallite. Another example of double salt is a carnallite, and the composition of carnallite is KCl, MgCl2, 6H2O. KCl, MgCl2 6H2O. Okay, so next point we can see, that is the coordination complex. Okay, next complex is the coordination complex. So when coordination complex dissociated in water, when it dissociate in water, when it dissociated in water, which do not lose their identity, which do not lose their identity in aqueous solution, are known as a coordination complex. So I will take an example of K4FeCN6. K4FeCN6. On the ionization of K4FeCN6, we will get a 4K plus FeCN6 bracket raised to minus 4. Okay, so they do not lose their identity. So this complex do not give the cyanide test or Fe test. So that complex is known as a coordination complex. So next point we can see, that is known as the Werner's theory of coordination complex. Werner's theory of coordination complex. So in Werner's theory of coordination complex, we can see some postulates. And the first postulate in Werner's theory of coordination complex is, unlike metal salts, okay, the metal in a complex possesses two type of valency. One is known as a primary valency. One is known as a primary valency, and the second one is known as a secondary valency. One is known as a primary valency and second is known as a secondary valency. That is the first postulate of the Werner's theory. The second postulate is the ionizable sphere. There are two sphere, ionizable sphere and the coordination sphere. The ionizable sphere consists of entities which satisfy primary valency of the metal. Okay, ionizable sphere, ionizable sphere consists of entities which satisfy the primary valency of the metal. Primary valency of the metal. Okay, next postulate is secondary coordination sphere consists of entity which satisfy the secondary valency of the sphere. So secondary valency for metal ion are secondary valency for metal ion are fixed and satisfied by either anion or neutral ligands. Neutral ligands. And there is another last postulate in the Werner's coordination theories. Secondary valency has fixed spatial arrangement. Secondary valence is fixed spatial arrangement around the metal ion. Suppose I will tell you the example. So cobalt is the central metal atom, and there is 6 ammonia molecules are surrounded. So we can represent like this. Okay, and Cl3. So this first sphere is known as a coordination sphere. Coordination sphere, and another one is known as the ionization sphere. Okay, a coordination sphere is known as a secondary valency and the ionization sphere is primary valency. So simply, coordination sphere tells that the coordination number of the metal atom, and ionization sphere tells that the oxidation state of the metal atom. Okay, next point we can see, that is the classification of complex. Okay, classification of complex. So the complex are classified into two types. One, on the basis of their ligands. Okay, first on the basis of first classification on the basis of their ligands, or on the basis of types of ligands. On the basis of the types of ligands. So first complex is a homoleptic complex. First complex is homoleptic complex, and the second complex is a heteroleptic complex. Okay, homoleptic complex means only one type of ligand is present. Only one type of ligand is present in the complex, so are known as a homoleptic complex. Suppose I will take example CONH3 okay, bracket raised to plus 3. So there is 6 ammonia ligands, and they are one type. So these complex are known as a homoleptic complex. So only one type of ligand is present in the coordination complex. So these known as a homoleptic complex, and the another type is heteroleptic complex. Heteroleptic complex. So in that complex, heteroleptic complex means the complex in which more than one type of ligand is present. More than one type of ligand is present, so are known as a heteroleptic complex. And the example of heteroleptic complex is CO NH3 4 times Cl2. So in coordination sphere there are two type of complexes, two type of ligands. One is ammonia and second is a chloro. So these type of complex is known as a heteroleptic complex. Okay, next point we can see the classification on the basis of charge on the complex. So on the basis of charge on the complex, the compounds are classified into three types. One is known as a cationic complex. One is known as cationic complex. Second one is known as a anionic complex, and third one is known as a neutral complex. So cationic complex means what? A positive charge is present on the coordination sphere. Positive charge is present on coordination sphere is called cationic complex. Is called cationic complex. I'll tell you an example. The example of cationic complex is Zn NH3 bracket raised to plus 2. So net charge here is a positive. So this complex is a positive complex. Next type is anionic sphere complex. So in anionic sphere complex, a negative charge is present on coordination sphere. The negative charge is present on coordination sphere is called anionic complex. I will tell you example. Suppose NiCN4 bracket raised to minus 2 is a anionic complex because the net charge or the complex charge is a negative. So this complex is a negative complex or simply anionic sphere complex. And the third type is neutral sphere complex. Neutral sphere complex. So the name suggests that sphere do not carry any charge. Okay, so neutral complex does not possesses any charge, means not cation, not anionic charge. So such sphere is known as a neutral sphere complex. The example of neutral sphere complex is like NiCO4. So there is net charge is 0, no charge, so it is a neutral in nature. Next point we can see that is very important, and that point is IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. So IUPAC nomenclature of coordination, how to write the IUPAC name of that coordination compound. So there are some rules. So by using that rules we can write the IUPAC names. So I will explain the rules one by one. So first rule in the IUPAC nomenclature of the coordination complex is So in the naming of the complex ion or the neutral molecule, name the ligand first. Okay, first rule is name the ligand first and then metal atom, and then metal atom. Okay, that is the first rule, IUPAC rule. Second, in terms in if the anionic ligand is present, so write the suffix is O by replacing id. So in case of anionic ligand, use suffix O, and if At to ATO. Okay, that is the second rule. Third rule is the name of the complex is a single word. So write the name of the complex, write the name of the complex, write the name of the complex in single word, in single word. So that is you do not write space between the two word, write the name in a single word. Then next rule, that is the fourth rule, after the name of the metal write its oxidation number in Roman. Okay, so write the oxidation number, write the oxidation number of metal in Roman number, in Roman number. Then fifth rule is if the complex has more than one ligand of the same type, so we can write the prefixes di for two same ligands, tri for three same ligands, tetra, penta, etc. Okay, so next is for the chelating ligands. Okay, if the chelating ligand is present, polyidentity ligand is present, and two same chelating ligand is present, so we can write the prefix bis, or 3 is present, so which is known as a tris, tetrakis, etc. The next rule is if the complex having more than one type of ligand, if the complex having more than one type of ligand, if the complex having more than one type of ligand, so they are written in alphabetical order. So they are written in alphabetical order. They are written in alphabetical order. The next rule is if the name of the ligand contain numerical prefix, then display number of the prefix with bis for 2, tris for 3, tetrakis for 4, etc. Okay. So next rule is the metal in cationic or neutral complex is specified by its usual name, while in anionic complex write the name metal end with At. Suppose if the anionic complex is present, means the complex carry net negative charge, so after the writing of metal atom use suffix Ate to the metal.